Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan West, and today I am going to be going through how brands can actually forecast TikTok Shop growth. I think that there's a lot of confusion out in the space of exactly what to expect when it comes to TikTok Shop. A lot of brands come to us at Social Commerce Club and ask, Jordan, how in the world will we know how much we are going to have to invest? Will we be able to break even on month one? How many samples should we send out? What is this actually going to cost? How do we calculate how much revenue we are going to need to actually get to a break-even point? How many samples for a break-even point? And so much more. Today, I'm going to be going through exactly how to forecast that out. I'm going to give you a free tool that you guys can actually use. I'm going to walk you through the tool and how you guys can use it for yourself. Let's get into it. Hey guys, my name is Jordan West, and I am the CEO and founder over at Social Commerce Club. I've owned a bunch of brands over the years, and I am obsessed with all things social commerce and e-commerce, and I am so pumped today to help you guys understand how exactly to forecast what TikTok Shop growth is going to be like. Now, for the bigger brands out there watching, and bigger, I'm talking about $10 million plus, at Social Commerce Club, we work with a lot of the biggest brands in the world doing billions of dollars. They come to us and they say, Jordan, what in the world should we expect? Now, they have to know this, especially for shareholders and being publicly listed and all of that kind of stuff. They need transparency and visibility into all of this kind of stuff. And so let me show you exactly how we calculate that. And I'm going to show you a handy dandy internal tool that we have, and then I will make sure that you guys have access to the SCC TikTok Shop launch forecaster, which I'm very excited to present to you guys today. So let's go through this here. So this is the SCC TikTok Shop launch forecaster. In here, there is a button that says reset all inputs to averages. Brand name, we are going to go with, actually, we're going to go to our averages, which is Gymshark. All right. Now, let me show you a little bit here. So here's where you're going to put in the most important numbers, and these are your unit economics. And so for your unit economics, right, $55 of a product AOV is fairly average, to be totally honest. 30% cost is fairly average. Shipping per order at $5 is probably fairly average, and then $15 for a cost per sample. Again, based on 30% being cost of goods, that totally makes sense to me. Here's TikTok Shop creator commission at 15%. Here's the baseline paid return on ad spend and the ROAS monthly growth. These are all very normal numbers to put in. Again, I'm going to have you guys go through and put your numbers in there. If you guys do not have an existing creator in your community, you can put 0 during this. At Social Commerce Club, we already have a community, and we're able to get hundreds of creators working for brands right away, which again is why we are one of the top social commerce agencies on TikTok Shop. We are actually part of their gold program. Maybe actually by this time we'll be their #1 platinum partner, which is really cool, and which is why I love sharing this stuff with you guys to show you why this is such an incredible opportunity for brands right now. So a bunch of different stuff that you can put in here. Your average is going to be 5%. And then if you are working with an agency, if you are not, you can go ahead and put 0 right in there. We also are calculating the halo effect, which is really fun to be able to do. All right, so we're going to put all of that in here. I'm going to actually raise this up. So we have some brands, and we have a few brands that are right around this dollar mark, $80 with a cost of goods of $25. We're going to go ahead and calculate scenarios. So right now, this tool actually goes in and researches parts about the brand, and then we can go in here and actually check. And so here's the great thing. The break-even analysis is going to show that in our different scenarios, and you're going to be able to actually check out the scenarios down here, but within these scenarios, you are going to be able to actually see when you're going to break even. So we really like this. So for us, on the side of setting expectations with clients and partners that actually work with us, we want them to see that it is going to take a while, right? So not until month 4 is when break even is going to happen. So during month 4, before that, it's going to be investment into the channel. So if you're not prepared to invest in TikTok Shop, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're not prepared for 3 months of losses, don't do it. This is very normal. Now, here's some interesting things that I wanted to put in here. And this is just a pure calculation here. This is the extra media value that you're actually able to get from TikTok and TikTok Shop. And this is fairly fixed. So let's go to the balanced one right here. Over 6 months at a $30 CPM. So that's $30 per 1,000 impressions, which is very normal. On the channel right now, we're probably at sitting between 35 and 40. If you're running ads onto your TikTok shop, the extra media value alone from this is almost $6.5 million, which is just wild, right? When we think about the amount of potential. Now, all of these numbers that I put into the averages, these are the average Social Commerce Club clients based on certain levels of size. Now, let's go ahead into our recommended size just so I can show you guys exactly what you are going to be looking at. So when we look at this here, our return on ad spend being at 2, which again is a very, very normal return on ad spend for most brands that are out there on TikTok Shop, actually doing the work. And we can see that in the first month, we are going to be negative 48% as far as profitability is concerned, right? So we are going to be investing in the first month $20,000 based on those numbers. Remember, this is really, really important. During that time though, just remember that during that time, right, we have sent out 313 samples. And then 563 in the second month. And all of that is starting to create a flywheel, right? It's creating this incredible flywheel effect. And this is why it's so ridiculously important to have this in mind. Now, here's what I am talking about right down here. When we start to see this halo, right? So we start to see this small halo happening down here. This is the D2C halo, and here's the Amazon halo. Again, I'm taking these numbers from clients that we have worked with and partners that we have worked with at Social Commerce Club. And as we start to see, and we get into month 2, right, and we start to see GMV start to rise. We have 40,000 in the first month and 78,000 in the second month. And 78,000, we're still losing, about 17,000. But then what starts to happen is in month 3, we almost break even on platform, right? So if we can get with this particular brand, with those unit economics, if we can get to 160,000 in GMV, we start to break even. But it's not just breaking even, because now we have the halo onto all of the other channels. This is the really, really cool part that I want to show you guys here. Is in month 4, we start to get up to a 3.80 return on ad spend, which is very, very normal, just so everyone knows. Like on the platform, we're totally able to get to that. We've got some clients. We've got one client that does over $3 million, could be 4 actually this month while you're watching this, at an almost 9 return on ad spend, which is just wild. And some days even up to a 10. And that's at massive, massive scale, right? And so this is GMV getting up to 285,000. And now we're starting to become incredibly profitable on the channel. Now, this is profitable even with an agency spend in here, right? So I still put an agency retainer in here. So just so you guys know. And here's where our monthly active creators start to go up. And this is where the flywheel starts turning. This is why I'm so incredibly excited about TikTok Shop and why I think it's such an incredible platform. But you have to understand what is going to happen at the beginning. And there's so many brands that even though they know these numbers, they get scared at the beginning. You need to be tracking these numbers. This is why I built this launch forecaster for you guys. So you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, Jordan, I want to check out this launch forecaster. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can check it out. I'm going to put this launch forecaster down in the comments. It'll hopefully be the very first comment, and it will be the first thing in the description as well, that we're going to have the link to this launch forecaster down there. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're like, I can't find the link, just comment. Any comment I personally see, just so you guys know, I manage my own YouTube comments, which sometimes is wild, especially with the kinds of comments that people have on YouTube. Actually, they're usually always great, so I really appreciate you guys. So go ahead and throw that down there, and I will send you access to this internal tool that we built. And then also we have this beautiful 90-day plan that it goes and generates. So this is all based on the actual brand itself, and we're going to go through and it's going to generate something beautiful. You can feel free to send this link of this tool to anybody within your network who is thinking about TikTok Shop and really understanding how much is it going to take to get live on TikTok Shop and get this flywheel going and get this incredible halo across all the channels, but also to actually be profitable and know that profitability does happen. Now, we have brands doing millions of dollars a month, and you can imagine when you look at those numbers, they are incredibly profitable and the halo is massive. It becomes this channel that is so phenomenal for your business. And that's why I love TikTok Shop so much. So you're going to see here the 90-day launch plan. This is for Gymshark. Gymshark, if you are watching this, you can get a hold of Social Commerce Club. We do have a wait list right now. I feel like we're always going to have a wait list. And get a hold of us there, and you can see this here. The launch plan that's here that you can then export as a PDF, or you can copy the plain text and move it over. Guys, I hope that this was helpful. Go check it out down there. Like, subscribe, do all of the things. I hope that everyone is doing incredibly well. Thank you for watching.